Hi, Joe Camberata here, CEO and founder of National Business Capital. In this video, I'm going to talk about bank loans for a business. Are they worth it? And this video is really important because in 2023, we had a bank run. It's been a crazy market, but things are coming back. We're positive. You should be positive. There's a lot of opportunity out there, but let's break down banks and talk about banks. Is it possible for you to get approved at a bank? I'm going to share things that nobody really talks about. You go to a bank, you apply, you get almost no feedback from the person that you applied with. There's a huge disconnect from the person that's taking your application to underwriting. And even most folks at banks don't really understand the guidelines and what underwriting is looking at, because most people at the branch level or banker level are separated from underwriting. It's really confusing. One thing that you need to know is I founded National Business Capital in 2007 with one mission: to help business owners just like you access capital. I saw how frustrating it was to access capital from a bank. So I went off to create an amazing platform. I've pulled all of the best non-bank lenders and some bank lenders onto my platform. There's over 75 lenders. We match you to the right lenders. Some deals we do ourselves. But by following this proven process, by creating an amazing place for entrepreneurs to apply for capital, we've helped fund over $2 billion to entrepreneurs all across the country in all industries. We've done over 27,000 transactions. We fund a few hundred transactions every single month. And we really know what's going on out there. We know which lenders are approving, which lenders aren't. We know which banks are approving, which banks aren't. We see thousands of applications every month, and it really helps us give us a deep understanding. But what I want to explain in this video is what banks look at in order to approve you. And the reality is most businesses don't meet the requirements that banks are looking for. On top of that, banks are going further and further upstream. What do I mean by upstream? Is they're looking to fund bigger and bigger deals. They want to do 20, 50, 100 million and billion-dollar transactions. They don't want to do $1 million or $2 million. They don't want to do a few $100,000, and they definitely don't want to fund anything under $100,000. Listen, with excellent credit in a profitable business, you'll probably get approved very easily, maybe for $100,000, on a line of credit from a bank that's essentially a glorified credit card, and then that may be it. Banks look at these three core things in your business: the obvious and simple, personal and business credit, profit. Banks right now especially want to see a lot of profit and a very, very healthy balance sheet. You don't have a lot of liabilities, meaning debts, and you've got cash on hand. On top of that, they want collateral. And there's like 3 or 4 key pieces of collateral that a bank will look at. The first is real estate. That's the most obvious. Everyone realizes that real estate's collateral. But banks will look at and want inventory, equipment, and then also B2B receivables. So think if you're selling to like Walmart or Target, or you've got big name commercial or B2B customers and you're invoicing them, you can use those invoices and receivables as collateral. You may have great credit and you may be profitable. Most businesses that apply with us have been in business for a long time. They've got great credit and they're very profitable. But if you don't have the collateral coverage, the bank is probably not going to lend to you. If you're selling direct to consumer, then you don't have the B2B receivables. If you don't have real estate, then you don't have real estate. And if you don't have inventory and heavy machinery, which so many businesses don't have, the reality is you're probably not going to get approved at a bank and you're just wasting your time. I don't want you to be frustrated because there are many other options out there today. In fact, there's never been more access to capital for business owners. There are many different non-bank lenders out there. Some of them are very big institutions. Some of them are publicly traded. A lot of them actually have credit lines from banks. Banks don't want to deal with all the small loans, but they'll lend to some of these lenders, and then they let the lenders manage all of the smaller loans. They look past the collateral coverage. They are not wrapped up in personal credit, although they do look at it. And they're not wrapped up in profit. But they look at cash flow. They want to understand what's going on in your business in the last 3, 6, and 12 months. Where are you right now? And more importantly, what are you looking to use the money for? So there are options out there today. The cost of capital in the non-bank lending world has actually come down as the cost of capital in bank lending has actually come up. There are certain lenders out there that without the collateral coverage, there's not many, that will go up to $5 million without real estate, without heavy machinery, and without the B2B receivables. There are many lenders out there that will fund under $1 million, and you don't need to have the collateral coverage, extreme amounts of profit, and all this cash. So the reality is, if you're going to apply for financing today and you don't have collateral coverage, if you don't have massive amounts of profit and money sitting in your bank, and you don't have perfect seller personal and business credit, the real reality is you're probably not going to get approved at a bank. There are a number of great non-bank lending options available today. It's never been a better time to access capital in your business. And I'm seeing some of the smartest entrepreneurs right now not get caught up in the news and the media and all this depressing stuff that they're talking about. And they are focused on their business, they're focusing on opportunity. And the reality is there's a lot of opportunity out there. They're leveraging non-bank lenders, they're not giving up equity, and they're growing and scaling their business even in a challenging market. And I encourage you to think about this and to do exactly this in your business. Stay focused and keep growing, my friend.